Hey yo, what is up, Knights? Aegis Rick here with some news a lot of us, me definitely included, have been waiting a whole year for. Shadow Dancer is released, baby. And you heard right, it's been just about a year since DFO has been out, and so concurrently we are also celebrating our 1-year anniversary with plenty of events and an uplifting air to the town, but all that in due time. We've got a lot to discuss in this update, so let's start. So first off, Shadow Dancer. She's the last of the Thief subclasses to come out, and she has a focus around supersonic-like speed and back attacks. I've already gone ahead and tested her out myself, and she has not failed to be enjoyable thus far. If you like fast assassin-like characters that aren't rogue, this one might be for you. Now, as far as events go for her, we have the challenge level up event once again, which gives you prizes given you meet the challenge level you set your character to within the event period. The prizes are heavily sought out, and you can check out the challenge levels and prizes on the event page. Among some of the items, there's a Chronicle accessory box for Shadow Dancer, Petite Shadow Dancer pet, clone avatars, a bracelet that could very well be one of the most strongest uniques in the game, and even an account-bound Chronicle box that can give you any piece for any of your characters. It is well worth the investment to achieve your target challenge level. Just remember that if you fail to meet the challenge level before the deadline, April 5th, you won't get any of the prizes, so be reasonable. If you can't reach the level 85 challenge, lower it to something that you can achieve. Along with that, there's also an assassination order event every few levels that gives you prizes for assassinating particular bosses. They should be on the way to your leveling path anyway, so you don't have to go out of your way to farm them. As far as I've seen, scenario dungeons are not applicable for the assassination kills. Some of the assassination order rewards include things like Neo Premium Plus, bind cubes, a feat clear ticket, and a bunch of skeleton keys. Now, to assist in leveling for Shadow Dancer, and I suppose any character, we get Burning FP during the weekend for this entire month. And if you still don't know what that is, basically it's a mountain of FP that as you use it, gives you buffs like more EXP, higher stats, and increased skill levels and cooldowns. Definitely something you should be abusing. Now, last week's update video featured some centimeter adjustments to the cash op, and so did this week. So I'll mention those changes now. We've got a new avatar item of the month, namely this anniversary cake that sits on your head. Surprisingly, for the first time, this item has an unlimited duration when you purchase it, so it's unnecessary to use a permanent ticket on it. The usable item of the month are Hell Party tickets, which allow you to go into Hell mode one time without expending any invitations. Now, along with that, we got a new package focused around our two most recently released thieves, the Shadow Dancer of course, but also the Kunoichi from before. The Assassin's Gear package comes with it not only this dope ass costume, but also things like Neo Premium Plus, an inventory and safe expansion, as well as life tokens and Remy's Touch. For those wondering, these costumes are the awakened ones for Shadow Dancer and Kunoichi respectively, which were not available at the time that package was being sold. Now, you might notice that this package does not contain the clone avatars like almost every package before it, but that's mostly because we can obtain a clone avatar set for our challenge level up event. Now, as I mentioned guys, it's our first year anniversary for DFO. And also as an aside, if you haven't seen DFO's video on the subject, check it out on their YouTube. It's about 8 minutes long and filled with a lot of feels celebrating the occasion. That celebration also finds its way in game, of course, with 2 events that quite honestly are going to blow your mind. I'm not kidding, they are that good. So if you've been fiddling around not playing DFO, well, it'd be a crying shame if you missed out on these events. First, to go off the theme of DFO wanting to talk about the past year, we have the Message from Neopol event. In optimal level dungeons, mobs will sometimes drop different types of items, for instance this piece of special message and this piece of message from the DFO team. If you collect 5 of either of them, you can use them to create a complete message, and using that item will generate a message from Neopol that is unlocked here in this diary of sorts. The message isn't just some quest dialogue or something. This is really a message from the developers of the game to us about their thoughts on DFO this past year. It's worth the read. You can also go back and read any of the entries that you've collected, and every entry you get will give you a life token and a Trinity coin, which has some great uses in the next event. Also, putting together 4 messages will give you an account-bound item that is reusable and gives a bunch of stats. So it's in your best interest to try and fill these up as quickly as possible and reap the benefits as early as possible. Now at the bottom here, I also noticed this option to write and send a message yourself, but I don't know of its function just yet. Aside from that, we have one more event, which is the Ultimate Celebration. And I'd be damned if it isn't one hell of a show, because I dare say this may be one of the best events we have ever gotten in DFO. Of course, this is the Secret Coin Trinity event, featuring all of the potheads. In optimal level dungeons, the bosses will drop secret coins, and if you're extremely lucky like me, they can even drop entire shiploads of them. Straight up 100 right off the bat. Anyway, these secret coins are to be expended in the main hub of Underfoot, where you will see a lot of celebration going on. NPCs in town will sell you event material items which can be given to the other NPCs loitering around. They will in return give you back dungeon secret coins, giving an alternative way to get them if you don't want to run optimal level dungeons. Now there are 3 potheads in town that will let you use your secret coins to play a minigame. Each game can only be played 5 times a day, meaning to get the maximum value, you're going to need at least 15 coins every day. Anyway, let's discuss those games briefly right now. The Mansion Pothead has a simple wheel minigame. Spin the Hell Roulette and you will get items focused around Hell mode. You can get the Trinity coin, yet again we'll explain that in a sec, Demon Invites, a Hell Party Pass, or a Demon Eye. Of course, this could be used to pad up your Hell mode runs. The Pocking Pothead has yet another very simple slot machine. Try your luck and you can get back secret coins or the twice aforementioned Trinity coins as prizes. It's worth running this just because there's a high likelihood that you'll walk away with more coins than what you've put in. Lastly and most importantly is the Aaron Pothead, which has you playing a card matching minigame. We've seen this one before, and they even preview the cards before to give you an easy time clearing them. He will reward you with a card match box for every match, as well as a Trinity coin for clearing the board. Now that match box is serious. It's got a bunch of portable reinforcers for not only reinforcing and refining, but also a never before seen portable amplifier as well. Oh my god! These portable amplifiers attempt to enhance your gear without the need of any gold or items for it up to +10, meaning no matter how you look at it, you are saving yourself tons of millions of gold by using this to enhance your gear. You can also get a card pack which could give you the hot summer cards again, which we've already seen in the past. Lastly, these Trinity coins that I've been rambling on about. You can use them at the Dungeon Fountain. There is simply a shop there that has incredible items in it. Just look at this shit. I'm talking gold bind cubes, master kaleido boxes, grimoires, and gold emblem boxes all purchased for your Trinity coins. There's also an Airhead Runner avatar box for 10 Trinity coins which has in it this avatar set and doesn't look half bad. And finally, if you've got no other use for your secret coins, you can always just throw them into the fountain as well. Doing this will either give you one of 11 types of items or 3 channel-wide buffs, including a Hell Mode buff which increases the chance of insane to 80% for the entire channel. You'll have to dump in the coins yourself because I don't know what types of items you can get, but I already have confirmation of things like clone avatar boxes and avatars for the Airhead Runner set and other cash shop items like Kaleido Box and Remy's Touch. So there are a lot of useful items that you can get for a very easy to obtain secret coin. Well guys, this was just a massive video for this massive event and massive update, and hopefully I've convinced you that this first anniversary is not something that can be ignored. Sign into DFO today and celebrate our first year of the game being live for the global region. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to use your assassinations tokens from the previous event, which by the way are still dropping, and I will catch you knights later.